This week's going to be another quickie. This is going to be the most bang for as little buck as possible. So this time I'm looking at the floor. This is ugly. This would drive El Presidente insane. It bothered me, but it drove her crazy. Because when we were driving down... There we go. I really don't want to scratch up the paint. There we go. Okay. So yes, as we're driving down the dirt road, gravel road, or even a paved road, every little imperfection, that thing would go crazy. So this needs secured. Now this is also a service area, so I don't want to weld it down, of course. So I'm just going to run a couple self-tapper screws in here, just enough to hold it down and shut it up. You have to plan ahead sometimes, because I could use regular old self-tapping screws and have that much of a head sticking up out off the floor. That's not good. I'd much rather have something flush on the floor. It's still a self-tapper. It still has the self-tapping tip, but it's going to be flat on the floor. And now my boot isn't going to snag on it. The next step is also important, and in a second we'll see why. When running self-tappers through metal, you don't always get through on the first shot. I could go through and drill holes and then run these through, but the reality is the drill bit you would use would be so small, you're just going to break drill bits. And these are cheap enough that if it takes 2 per hole, I'm okay with that. There we go. That one went in. I'm debating whether I should do 3 or 4. I'm going to go ahead and do 4. Beautiful. There we go. Check that out. That's a win on its own. Now you're looking at an ugly floor. And being my cheap nature, I thought about one, just leaving it like this. That kind of gets away from the trailer park chalet that I'm trying to go for. And this goes back to more of golf course stuff. Plus, even it's supposed to have a rubber coating on it that's not even here. So this is worse than stock. So then I thought, well, maybe I'll just put some bed liner on it. Some of that roll-on bed liner, make it really rough and, bulletproof. But then that makes it really hard to clean because that just holds onto the dirt. If you have a spray-in bed liner in your truck, you know what I'm talking about. So then I considered making a rubber mat because this is an old, outdated golf cart. What are the odds of finding a rubber mat that's going to fit? Slim to none, right? That's where joining some of these online Facebook type groups comes in handy. I'm not the only one with a 30-year-old golf cart. I joined a couple Yamaha groups, and one of them, somebody had a G14 gas, and they had a rubber mat in it. I was like, whoa, stop. I want that. Where did you get it? And the guy sent me a link. And it's a more of a universal one, but it is also somewhat specific. You'll see what I'm talking about. I know that doesn't make sense. But here we go. I got this for my birthday. I think it was $100. I don't know. It was a birthday gift. Boom. Almost done. How much better is that? No rattle at all. It's got the blue pinstripe. Well, not so much pinstripe, but it's got the blue edge, which kind of ties in with the paint. It doesn't really match up that well. This is more of a violet blue versus amazing blue. Nonetheless, still close enough. And while some of it doesn't fit completely perfect, it's just a tick wider. And then this piece over here, I know you can't see it from there, but instead of being this wide, it's only this wide. Okay, who cares? Who cares? And I had to do a little trimming over there too. And plus it comes with these little mounting tabs. I haven't looked at the instructions yet either, because as we all know, the instructions are nothing but another man's opinion. But yes, I did hold on to them just in case. Yeah, I'm not sure how these clips are supposed to do anything, but I'm sure somebody a little bit smarter than me can figure it out. That would be anybody. But see, this is good enough. You have to do a little more trimming over here. But see, just because you have an old golf cart doesn't mean you can't play the same games as the guys with the new golf carts. You want to doll it up? You can doll it up. You may have to do some modifying, but okay. This thing is coming along. It's coming along great. It's going to look beautiful. I'm thinking of putting a barefoot gas pedal on here. That would be so cool. El Presidente would hate me. Let's be realistic. She already does. And can you blame her? But once you got it down close to where you want it, or exactly where you want it, and you see something like this, can you see this on the camera? No, you can't. It's just folded up just a little bit. So you just make the necessary cuts. Razor knife is perfect for this job. Just make the necessary cuts. Try and make it nice and neat and pretty. And if you can stay within the lines, that makes it look even better. See, that almost looks great. Almost. Yeah. Now it's got a little bit of a wave to it. As you see here, it's not laying flat. I'm not worried about that. After it sits in the sun, in the heat, a couple days, it'll be perfect. Since we do load this up on a trailer and blast down the highway at 60 miles an hour, I am going to have to secure this. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I do not want this flying off and smacking somebody in the windshield, which would probably be me, and causing an accident and a broken windshield for somebody. Me. So I will be securing this. I need to figure out how these are supposed to work. And if I have to put self-tappers right through the rubber, I'll do it. I don't want to, but I'll do it. But there we go. Ask around if you've got an older model. You're bound to find somebody who's already figured it out. And if not, well, you can spend a little bit of money and try and figure it out yourself, and then you can be the leader. That's a total win. Total win.
If you look to the left there, you see the part that goes up. It does not quite as wide, but that's all right. Over here looks all good. Under the pedals, it's a little hinky, doesn't quite fit right. But all in all, this is a total win, especially having an outdated golf cart.
That's it. I told you to be quick and easy. But tell me that isn't bang for the buck. This is awesome. Till next time, you guys take it easy.